GI Film Festival.
GI Film Festival.
That was the opening scene from The Last 600 Meters, which is part of this year's GI Film Festival. It's a showcase for movies that counter negative portrayals of our troops by focusing on the heroic things they do. This year, there were more than 160 films submitted.
The second annual GI Film Festival is a four-day event held in our nation's capital at the Carnegie Institute. It shines the spotlight on the American military through the medium of movies and has a celebrity guest list as well.
I think a lot of people are focused on our warriors, our veterans. We're in a time of war. We're deploying our troops overseas. And I think it's a perfect time for it. It's a perfect place for it.
The GI Film Festival is the only festival dedicated to the American military. All of the movies screened here in some way share one common theme: to honor the courage and selflessness of our troops.
Now, Brandon and Laura are not simply dreamers who conceived an idea. They are tireless workers who worked up to 12 hours a day over the last year and rolled up their sleeves at great personal and financial cost to make this festival happen.
A lot of people ask us why we started the GI Film Festival, and grew out of a conversation we had a couple years ago. I just read an article in the Los Angeles Times, and the opening line was, "I don't support the troops." And the writer went on to say that we need to begin blaming the men and women in uniform for pulling the triggers. We said to ourselves, this isn't right. All these people, these brave and courageous men and women are making so many sacrifices on our behalf, and they deserve better. And somebody needs to step up and do something to foster a positive public image for our men and women in uniform, and that's how the GI Film Festival was born.
We've got 25 feature films, 7 fan favorites, panel discussions, celebrity receptions, and of course, you're going to have a filmmaker meet and greets.
No matter what your concept of war is, this war or any war, these people are very, very important because they're in the volunteer army, Navy, and the Marine Corps, and they're to be respected and lauded.
Our frontline defenders need to be backed up, and they need to be encouraged and supported and appreciated.
It's been great to see all these different examples of the sacrifice that these servicemen and women make. It's been quite revealing and quite powerful.
People are so visceral and so passionate about movies that are about war and about the military. And they come at it from what I think is the proper perspective. The business of showing the respect and the honor and the gratitude that we should all show the men and women who are in uniform.
I'm a 16-time world champion, whatever that means. I'm not sure I would have the courage to do what some of them do.
Film has this way of capturing our hearts and our minds, and especially films about heroism, and films about valor, films about courage, and films that show realistically what war is about too.
And I've always believed you have to have heroes to improve in life. I mean, you're going to look up to your heroes, then when you get up there, you're going to look out to them. But I think that, if you don't have heroes, you don't learn.
What a wonderful event. I'm so proud to be a part of it. You can see all the Hollywood stars that are coming out this weekend to help support it. We love all of our troops, and this is a way to say thank you very much for all of your service in the film industry.
I got to tell you, if you aren't here or if you aren't going to be here, you're missing something special.
We love our filmmakers, we love our films, and we're really glad with the celebrities that we have and that are coming in to support our film festival.
I think it's a great way for me to be able to say thank you to the GIs who have done so much for this country and continue to do so.
Anything I can do to support the military, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here.
It's a great time to be out here showing our support, which is undying, and saying thank you for what they do.
I think the soldiers said to me, what more than any other was, no one's telling our story. Our story's not getting out. And this film festival is a way to do that, and thank you for telling the story of magnificent men and women of our America's Armed Forces.
Our greatest living generation who fought in the Second World War, who saved Western civilization as we know it, is something that is near and dear to my heart.
We worry about the outfit. We worry about, we're not the important thing. The outfit is the important thing. The mission is the important thing.
When I got the idea for the film, before I started getting other people on board, I took a week or two and I thought about it. I said, am Am I willing to die for the film? I came back with a yes. I thought it was that important, so from that point on, I never thought about it again, and I just decided to do whatever it took to get the film done.
Those values of patriotism, self-sacrifice, and courage. It is to tell these stories of these heroes that this festival exists.
No, Americans do not want to see Americans being bashed in American movies. They do not want to see movies where the choice of the storyteller is to present our men and women in uniform as the bad guys. We're not perfect, but to have a story and to focus on one thing and then say that's representative of all our people in the military, that's just wrong.
I think a lot of other people will be back here, and I'm really looking forward to this festival getting bigger and bigger because it truly deserves it. It's right up there.
It stands aloof, but it is not alone. It is here to serve those who have served. This is a veterans medical facility. It is a home.
All of our filmmakers are winners, not only for the quality work that they produce, but for having the courage to tell the GI story. We'd like to ask all of our filmmakers who are in the room to please stand and be recognized for their amazing work. So please stand.
GI Film Festival.
GI Film Festival rocks.
GI Film Festival! Festival! Be there.
It's almost to the day as you say goodbye. You just got to believe, and you stay high. The flag in the sky, a tear rolls down your face. It's American pride. Then I beg, please don't take my brother tonight. Cause he's an American man. He's an American